Hey there, this is Dr. Jim Collins. Thank you for stopping by. Today's topic is a serious one and one that I've had a lot of experience with over the past 30 years working in various senior care facilities, mental health facilities, and even group home settings. The topic is de-escalation in senior care. And I have a funny story to tell you. When I was a very young professional, right out of my master's degree, I took a position in a group home for very seriously mentally ill adolescents, many whom had a criminal background. And some had very violent histories, including attempts to murder their parents. But they were psychotic. They had schizophrenia and several other psychotic disorders. And although I had no to little experience in this field, I thought to myself, why not? Let me see what I could do. So I enter the building and I'm wearing my khakis. This is the 90s. I'm wearing khakis, navy blue blazer with gold buttons, white shirt, probably a red tie, penny loafers with pennies in them, and a briefcase. I was 23, maybe. And I noticed that the staff were all wearing blue jeans and tennis shoes and t-shirts. And I thought, all right, this is a really relaxed, I get it. It's a house, it's a home, it's a group home. And one of the employees walked up to me and said, "Hey, college boy, come here." And I said, "Yes, how can I help you?" And he or she, I can't remember. At the time, I remember what was said. "You're wearing the wrong kind of shoes." And I said, "Why is that?" "You need to wear good shoes that you could run away in, because some really violent things can happen in this facility. We have emergencies, and sometimes you have to run." And I thought, maybe I should leave this younger group home setting and go work with seniors, which I did not too long afterwards. But in any setting, de-escalation training is a very serious thing. I believe that it is a must, and I tell this story to highlight the importance of employees in senior care receiving this type of training. I call it de-escalation, but it goes by other words: crisis management, threat assessment, de-escalation. You could call it whatever you want to, but beyond all of the other areas that you need to be effective in, like clinical care, quality of life, nutrition, leadership, so on and so forth, I believe that you really need to be prepared. At any given time, anything could happen. And we're healthcare professionals. We can't say, "I didn't know, I wasn't trained." There really is there's no reason why we shouldn't receive this kind of training. So what is de-escalation? Think of it as the first line of response when dealing with violence or potential violence in a healthcare setting. And I want to read something from the CDC. Nurses and nursing assistants are the prime target for violence. And some studies indicate that up to 25% of nurses say that they've been assaulted either by patients or by family members visiting their loved ones in the facility. So de-escalation is a lot like conflict resolution, conflict management, crisis resolution, and I've also seen it called diffusion. Diffusion is a good word too. If I were to sum it up for you, it's a group of strategies, interventions, and techniques that are used with one primary goal in mind, and that is to reduce the residents' anger, their frustration, or any type of violence. And what types of tools or techniques are you going to use in de-escalation? The greatest thing you could do, learn how to communicate. Learn how to communicate calmly, directly, without creating a defensive reaction. Regulating yourself and your emotions is extremely important. Continual assessment, looking around, being aware of what's going on, and then taking any appropriate actions that you need to, and always, always remember safety comes first. The goal is to reduce the harm to residents, families, to caregivers, and to yourself. Thanks for hanging in there with me. My name's Dr. Jim. I'll see you soon.